Hello, my friend. Today I wanted to do a little experiment. When I paint wooden things, I often prep them by covering them with gesso. And I thought it would be a fun experiment to show you why. So I have here a pineapple piggy bank, little wooden piggy bank. And I have this second pineapple. This one I painted without prepping it. So this is about I'll say 3 coats on the outside pineapples as well as the pink, but the inside is just 2 coats. So you can see it's a little bit lighter, but through the whole thing of it, you can still see the grains of wood. It's still kind of got a wooden color in the back of the green, and the pink is really vibrant, so it covered up a lot, but even that is still not as bright as it can be with the gesso. So that's our experiment. I'm gonna cover the pineapple with the gesso, and then we'll do a hyperlapse with the paints. The paints I used are gonna be Craft Smart multi-surface neon paint. I just did a review of them last week, so I'm just gonna be using the pineapple colors, yellow and green, and then some pink to accent the bank part. I went and I got my cute little rainbow cup. I got a brush. I think you can use any brush. I haven't done a lot of experimentation with different brush sizes or types, but I love this angled brush for most things. It's sturdy, so I think it'll be perfect for layering on the gesso. I also have gloves because I don't want to get paint on my ring or my awesome, totally rad Color Street nails. I am absolutely in love with them. So we're gonna put on the gloves. You always want to shake your gesso, especially if you're like me and it sits on a shelf for a while in between uses. Gesso comes in 3 colors. White is the main one, but it also comes in black, which I've used before, and a gray, which I haven't used a lot. I used it for the inside of my business card box. I like it. I just haven't tried to paint a lot of other colors over it. So white is usually the one I go to. So we probably won't need this much. I only filled up like a 1/4 inch of the cup, but sometimes depending on the wood you need more than 1 coat. So we'll see how many we will need for the pineapple. You don't want to put too much on the brush at once. And you make sure it's even. It dries pretty quickly depending on how thick you make your coat. So I try to do it as thin as possible. If it dries faster, I can put on more coats, and then it doesn't matter how thin the coats are. But I can tell as I'm painting the upper part of this unit, I guess I really want to be painting a unicorn. This pineapple is that the bottom has already started to sink into the wood. You can kind of see it's got a, whatever color this is, sandy wooden tone to it. So we'll definitely need 2 coats. I'm gonna do a hyperlapse so you don't have to sit here watching me paint this for too long. Okay, it's got about 2 or 3-ish layers, depending on the spot that seemed like it needed it more, of the gesso. It's got to dry just a little bit more. I can still feel dampness in the wood, even though the gesso's not, you know, coming off. So after it's completely dried off, we are going to paint it with our beautiful premium colors. And we'll be able to see what the difference is between a gesso prepped pineapple and a non-prepped pineapple. So I'm about to start painting our pineapple here, but Evie's standing in my spot. Evie, look up. Hi, pretty girl. She's gonna be our painting buddy. All right, now I've got my beautiful neon paints. I got a different kind of brush here. This is the same brush I used to paint the other pineapple. And we've got our dry gesso pineapple. I'm gonna do a hyperlapse for the whole painting of the pineapple. That should cut down a lot of time for you. Okay, the pineapple is dry, and we can already see a big difference between the prepared pineapple in the left and the unprepared pineapple on the right. The colors are a lot brighter and darker on the prepared pineapple than they are on the unprepared. You can see less of the wooden grain behind the paint, but the biggest difference is in the way they feel. And that is because this premium acrylic paint is meant to have a satin gloss finish. And with the unprepared pineapple, it's hard to tell, but it's got a rougher feel to it, and it's not very glossy. I don't know if it's easy to see in the camera or not, but the prepared pineapple has got a much softer, smoother feel to it, and it's much glossier than the unprepared pineapple. And that is exactly why you should use gesso to prep your items, your wooden items especially, before you paint them. It will help the colors stay bolder. The finish is more likely to stay on the surface rather than soaking into the wood. And it will also help the colors last a lot longer. They're going to stay really bold and vibrant for an extended period of time instead of fading like they will eventually do on the unprepared items, especially if you don't cover them in some sort of varnish or other type of protective coat like that. So this was a super fun experiment. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope you're gonna go out and try some Liquitex Gesso for yourself. Thanks for watching. Have a magical day.